Waydeck for MMA H.E.A.T. I'm here with Kevin Ferguson, also known as Kimbo Slice. You're headlining the Bellator 149 show in Houston, Texas. I'm sorry, my bad. In my mind, I see you. I'm excited for your fight. I apologize. You are the co-main event. You are the co-main event. But no, I'm excited to see this, knowing the rivalry and stuff. So first, I just want to talk to you, Kevin. I know once you told us that you have two personalities. There's Kevin Ferguson, there's Kimbo Slice. Yes. So, got a couple questions for Kevin first. Looking back at your fight with Ken, that was a long time in the making. It finally came together. How did it feel to finally get in the cage with him and face off?
I felt great about the fight. I always said, and even said at home to my wife, I said, if Ken ever had a chance to have beaten me, it would have been back then, when he should have took the fight, because I had basically no ground game, you know what I'm saying? But all these years has went by, and I've trained and evolved and developed a ground game, to where I could handle myself on the ground. I could handle myself in submissions to fight my way out of them, to get it back to the feet, to then knock you out.
And did that fight go as you expected? I mean, did you have in your mind a picture of how it was going to play out? Did it go as
I didn't expect for him to get me in the rear naked choke. That I didn't see the rear naked choke part. But considering training, you go through everything in training, to have been there in training, it was like, oh, I've been here before.
And how close was that rear naked choke? I mean, it looked tight.
Yeah, he had it in pretty fucking tight. I probably fell asleep for 1/10 of a second.
Yeah.
And got back up and say, hey, I'm still in the fight. I'm still in the game. So I say, do what comes natural.
Now, it has been about 5 years between the fight with Ken and your last fight at UFC 113. Then you went to boxing. You went 7-0 as a professional boxer. What brought you back around? Why come back to MMA?
The love for the sport, knowing that it was more. It was more going on. There was more going on with me in the boxing ring, than I thought. Knowing that I could throw a head kick, knowing that I could have kneed this guy in his gut, knowing I could have done a takedown, I could hit him with an elbow, knowing that those things was there in my head during the fight, in the middle of a fight. So it was, that's what brought me back to the sport.
You felt limited, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit limited.
And you're training at American Top Team, right?
Yes.
Who are some of your primary training partners?
I normally like this guy named Marcus worked with me a lot. I can't even remember my big guy name.
But Mike Brown is leading
Brown
the.
Was my main guy.
Okay.
Malky was one of the guys that worked with me a lot. Who else showed me some stuff? King Mo, he showed me a few things a couple of times. A lot of these guys, they it's not really like we all work with each other. It's not really a certain one individual that you just stick with. But Mike Brown is the main guy that I work with at American Top Team.
And you talk about how you're a more evolved fighter now. Do you feel like maybe Elite XC promoted you too quickly? I mean, you're definitely a badass, but maybe you just didn't know enough about mixed martial arts. I mean, do you kind of regret how quickly you got promoted back then?
No, I didn't regret anything. I don't think we was promoted badly in anything. It was a fairly, a lot of the guys in the game was fairly new too. Even though a guy trains forever, they don't fight with all the tools that they know they have in the game. You know what I'm saying? So I was right up there right in the middle with a lot of the guys. I had a skill that I was very good at. And there was, some skills that I was not good at with most guys in mixed martial arts. Some guys specialize some guys specialize in certain things. Some guys got more of a ground game than they do of a stand-up game. Some guys specialize more in jiu-jitsu than they do in kickboxing. So I was right up there in the middle.
Now, Seth Petruzelli was a last-minute replacement. Usually you get a chance to prepare for your fighter, your opponent. Does that still bug you? I mean, would you like to avenge that loss?
No, not really. I believe in leaving sleeping dogs. Let them stay dead. And I wouldn't want to call him out or say anything like that to try to resurrect his career, to give him an opportunity to start talking shit again. I leave that alone.
Okay, and you're known to have a big personality. I mean, people love talking to you. Your thoughts? Did you get a chance to watch Conor McGregor versus Jose Aldo? Did you have any thoughts on Conor?
I actually just saw the first the first round, and I just fucking McGregor got balls, man. He's got balls, but I thought Jose, you never know, you just think one guy is gonna come do this or try to do that, and the fight never goes the way you think it would go, and that's why it's a fight, Whoever wants it the more, whoever wants to fight more is gonna win the fight every time. Whoever wanted more is gonna win.
Now I'm going to ask some questions. Perhaps I'll get a glimpse of Kimbo Slice. You're fighting Dada at 5,000. This is a fight that has been in the making for quite some time. You guys come from the same neighborhood. He's been talking a lot of trash. What are your thoughts?
He's a shit talker, man, and I gotta shut his shit up. I gotta really, make an example out of him, so that people could know and kids would know that he's a phony, he's a fake, he's a real fuck nigga, and the definition of a fuck nigga is Dada 5,000. He's the true definition of that. Just being phony in all his rights. This dude say he had 32 street fights. Really? Where and how the fuck? When I only had like 15 of them, how the fuck you got double my number and 2 more? When was that? When was that? That's kind of, but anyway, it's funny. You gotta laugh at a guy like this, man, and I'm speechless right now.
Now, if you hadn't crossed over from the backyard brawls, the street fights into MMA, I mean, do you think he'd even be here right now?
No, he wouldn't have been here. This dude I don't know what he was even doing. If we wouldn't have crossed over, like I said, he first came with us during the Mercer fight. He was replacing another guy who I wanted to come, who couldn't show up, and he was replacing that guy to just come as a friend, as an extra ticket, put it that way. Not really replacing anybody, because we never hired no one to be like security or anything like that. We just had a bunch of buddies from the neighborhood to come with us on this movement of me coming from the streets, and going to fight Ray Mercer, come on, WBA heavyweight champion of the world, in a MMA fight. And it was like, are you fucking serious? Yeah, a lot of guys said they wanted to come. So, at the time, Mike, we booked a lot of tickets for a lot of guys to come. And one of the guys couldn't show up. And he was like, yo, let Dafir take my place. And, it was like, all right, fuck it, he'll come. But he never came for security purpose. He was just coming to be one of the guys in the group, that was from the same neighborhood. And he had a little size on him, too. So it was like, fuck it, come on.
Is there anything about his game that worries you?
Nah, nothing about it. He might bite me. He might scratch me. And if he do, I'm going to kick him in his mouth. But I got everything I need to not worry about shit in that cage, February 19th.
Now, obviously, this will be a lot different than a street fight. It's...
I know, man, because the ref's going to be there, man. And he's going to stop the fight quick, man. That's the only thing that I worry about, that the ref's going to come in, they're going to stop the fight quick. And I got a short window to just do damage. But I can do it, though. I am capable. I am overly capable to do damage, major damage. I could do 6 months worth of damage to this dude in 2 minutes. I could put him out of commission for 6 months.
So what's the plan? You're going to be on televised television.
The plan is to fuck him up quick. You know what I'm saying? And I got, like I said, I got a 2-3 minute window, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to fight smart, stay tight, just like I like it, tight. And I'm going to put it on him. He does not. See, we got 10 years in. You know what I'm saying? He's a couple years younger than me, just 2 years, a year or two younger than me. And I've been in the fight game for a minute. I got tools, man. I got tools. I'm building a foundation, a dangerous foundation. Like I said, in this training camp, I told my Brownie, I said, Brownie, I tell you, you guys got to interview. They talk to Brownie when you get a chance. Brownie got a lot to tell you. He got a lot of insight on the way we've been training. Fighters don't spill their beans. Right. But Brownie will tell you, my camp, GB, what's up, baby? What's up? What's up? My camp is different, man. I'm all about doing damage. I'm all about a short window, a lot of damage, really quick, really fast.
And last question, you mentioned back when you thought you might meet him out on the streets, he just wouldn't show up. You couldn't find him. You'd go where he lived.
Street, in the neighborhood, ride around. You know what I'm saying? And I guess when people know that we there, because once I get to the crib in our old neighborhood, once one person see me and say what's up to me, boom, they're on the phone. Yo, Kimbo down, Kimbo down, Kimbo down. And now it becomes a phone call. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna get to him, hey, yo, Kimbo in the hood. So wherever the fuck he either get out the hood or he'll go to his mom's house, lock up, or something.
So what went through your mind then when Bellator came to you and said, we've got him, here's the fight?
I thought they was fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? I really did. I'm like, man, y'all stop playing now, Certain things you don't play with, and this is one of them. And these guys were like, Mike was like, yo, I think we got him. I was like, nah, man, don't tell me that. I almost cried, man. I peed a little bit. I was telling this dude. And I was like, fuck, man, we got this fight. So now my mind just started reminiscing on everything. And I'm like, damn, I get to fight this dude, finally. And I just, for a minute, I lost touch with reality. Like, damn, it's gonna happen. So I had a part of me was just like, boom, gone. And this other part stepped in, and now I'm on this killing nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? With the ability of being able to do it in the cage. And that wasn't really like me. You know what I'm saying? It's a split personality like I was telling you. But not even more so. It's really bad now.
And this time you have millions of viewers.
I know, right? I get to kiss somebody in front of millions of people. If I get him in a red nigga choke, dog, I got seconds to try to pop his shit. But I'm not gonna try to break his neck, really, though, because he got kids, and he's a family man too. But I'm gonna bang his ass up. I'm gonna beat his ass in front of his kids, in front of his family. Because my son told me, "Daddy, you better win." My daughter told me I better win. I know my wife is like, nigga, if you lose, you're not coming back home. You know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of reasons to win this fight. My mom even wants me to win, and she's like 70, So they even know the history of this dude, stealing the image, the tattoos, and everything. I mean, my 14-year-old pulled him up, and we was looking at his video, and just how this guy tried to be like me, talking like me, and just how everything about it. And it's funny to the point where it's upsetting. It's funny to the point of upsetting. If he had respect behind it, I would have been cool with it. But you disrespecting me, you disrespecting the game and everything, man. So I got no love.
February 19th, it goes down. Best luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.